Hey guys, hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday so far. Your boy is back with another Reddit video, and today we're diving into a new subreddit. It was recommended by this subscriber, x8makes.1teamx. So shout out to that person for showing me r/entitled parents. I'm assuming the subreddit's going to be about, entitled parents. Shocker. But yeah, normally on Sundays I don't make videos, but you guys have been showing me so much love on the channel lately. I felt like I had to, and I kind of miss you guys too. Like, we're growing at such an insane rate right now. Thank you so much to everyone who has been subscribing to me. I'm trying to hit 6,000 by the end of the month. So if you guys aren't subbed yet and you like my content, make sure you guys hit that button for me. Also hit the like button and comment section down below. Let me know any other subreddits I should explore as well. I'm always open to new videos. But here we are. We are at r/entitled parents. This subreddit is massive, 2 million members, and I'm surprised that I haven't found this one before. I'm assuming children talking about their parents or something like that, but let's see. All right, first one. Oh, this one's all right, this one's gonna be a gnarly one. I love long ones though, because as I've grown to find out that Reddit's or like Reddit posts that are long have so much lore. So let's see. The title of this one is "My mother has officially shown me that she couldn't care less about me." Oof. Okay. I'm sorry if that's the actual case, but let's see if that is true, and I'll give you guys my opinions. Okay. So basically, my mom left the house for a few nights to go be with her boyfriend. I think she was gone for 4 nights. Then I was excited when she came back. Obviously, I haven't seen her in 4 days. This woman only came home to pack a bag to go back to her boyfriend's house. Damn, that is not great mothering. I'm curious how old this person is, or like the person writing this, the OP, because if they're young, that's really fucked up. So she left and stayed there for another 3 days until I messaged her last night saying that I needed more food and drink if she was going to be gone for any longer. Dude, what? Okay, so this guy's got to be somewhat young, because he doesn't seem like he's self-sufficient enough to, get his own food. Like, so I'm assuming younger than 16. That's pretty fucking messed up if you're you got a minor kid and you're just leaving them for a boyfriend. Like, she is dickmatized or something, dude. And a whole week living with someone is also preposterous. You might as well move in at that point. All right. She didn't read or respond my text for 8 hours. Then around 1 a.m., I was so thirsty and so hungry. There was nothing to drink or eat in the house, and I started getting pissed off. Well, I hope you have water, at least. But let's see. Maybe they're in like Flint, Michigan, and they just don't have any viable water. So I blew up her phone, because every time I called her, she would just ignore my calls and not answer. After the 8th time I called her in a row, she finally answered. I told her that I would need more food and pop if she was going to be gone for any longer. Her response wasn't, okay, we'll get you some. No, her response was, I quote, "Get a job." Okay, so maybe this person is 16. I told her I can't get a job because, one, you have the only car that we own and you won't let me drive it. Oof, yeah, that's true. 2, I've tried to get a job, and every single time I apply for a job, I don't get it because I have to tell them that my work schedule has to go around her schedule, which can be very unpredictable. That is a true situation that a lot of people don't account for. A lot of people, who are sharing cars with their parents and stuff like that, or even with their partner or something, it's really tough to get a job unless you're working remote. But then remote jobs typically go to those most qualified, and then like if it's a starter job, like more than likely you're not going to get a remote job. So this guy's in a kind of tough predicament. It's kind of the paradox behind like America, I guess, or I mean a lot of places, not just America. Poor dude or girl. I could not tell if it was a guy or a girl, but poor person. This mom sucks. I'm not having fun with this one, guys. This is pretty sad so far. One day, she could be perfectly able to take me to work. The next day, she could be up her boyfriend's ass and leave for 3 days. It seems like it. So it makes it very difficult to get a job. I also want to say that I bought a car with my student loan money. She told me to sell it because she couldn't afford to fix it. Okay, so this person might be like 18-ish now. I'm in the 18, 19 range because they got a student loan. Come to find out, there was actually nothing wrong with my car, and she just wanted money. No way. That's fucked up. If that's actually true, that's really messed up. This mom sounds like a pretty terrible person. If this is all actually legit happening, like, what, you do not deserve custody of this dude, man. I hope that this person has someone in their life that can help them. I mean, an uncle and aunt. God, this sucks. All right. I'm at the point where if somehow I could get my own car and get my own job and have my own schedule, I would. Also, I have all my classes taken for my real estate license, and all I have to do is take the exam to become a licensed realtor. Congrats, man. Which is 120, but she refused to help me pay for that. Dude, that's insane, man. Like, okay, 100%, like, if you're 18, I get it. Like, you're technically an adult. You're responsible for a lot of, but I don't believe in that. Like, even as growing up as an Asian, in an Asian traditional household, my parents wanted us to be self-sufficient for sure. Like, there was high expectation for that, you know. Oh, why you know doctor, you know, like the classic thing. That was my parents. But at the same time, if it showed that it was a great investment for them, aka like if I went to college and I could secure a good degree to get a good job, they're gonna help me get to college, right? I think a lot of parents, adults with kids don't see, you know, I know this is really fucked up to think about, but like your children is an investment. It's a huge, it's probably the most important investment in your life. You put them onto earth, and you know, how you raise them could deem very rewarding or very tragic. And in this case, it could be tragic because this person looks like he's going to leave you and never see you again. You know, like if I ever have kids, I would want my kid to fuck with me so hard that, like, you know, when I'm older, he's like, yo, I want to visit fucking Loon, bro. My boy, my dad, Papa, what's good? And then we are like hanging out, and he's like, yo, you're kind of old now and you can't work anymore. You want to retire? I'll just give you some money. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. That's a dream though. We'll see. Hey, future son, if you're watching this video, or daughter, what am I saying? I'm probably going to have a daughter. I have more girls in my family anyways. But, yeah, future daughter. You know what to do. It's funny. This is such a side note. I actually have a girl's name picked out already, but I don't have a guy's name if I ever had kids. All right. Anyways, back to this. Now, this last time with my student loan money, I did pay for the exam. However, because it was a Proctor live exam, she kept on bothering me, and I ended up failing the test. That kind of sucks. I mean, still, I feel like you should study, but I don't know. I mean, that sucks. Last night, after she told me this, I remembered one thing she told me that was so messed up, and I'll never forget it. She told me that the only reason that she had me was to get my dad's and his family's money. That's it. She never wanted me because she wanted to have children. She wanted me for potential monetary gain, or I'm assuming she didn't want to have children. At this point, she has shown me verbal and physically that she hasn't wanted me or has never wanted me. I honestly could go on and on about every single solitary thing that she has done in my life, which honestly a lot of it happened when I was under the age of 18, but it's honestly gotten worse after I turned 18. So yeah, this person's 18. Wow, that's fucking insane. And this, you know, just shows me and you guys that there are really fucking shitty people out there, and it sucks because like a lot of us don't get to pick and choose the life that we get put in. However, you know, I have high hopes for this guy because, you know, it becomes like a 50-50 toss of the coin. He could repeat his own mistakes, or he could be the guy who sees the situation, you know, uses it as motivation and hopefully gets out of this fucking hole that he's in. I know it seems tough, but if he does get out of it, I know seems like he's gonna, if he ever has kids, he's probably gonna raise them a lot better than his mom, because this person sucks, brother. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear this, bro. Who is this? Positive do 3562. Let's see what the comments say. Maybe see about getting a job you can get with a bus ride. Save up and get out of your mother's life. She sounds awful. I'm sorry that you had to deal with all this. Yeah, I completely agree, dude. Thing is, I have a small town and there's no bus that I can use unless you're a school-aged child or disabled. Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, maybe they have like, you can get a bike or something, or even walk. Yeah, could you get a bike or ride somewhere else? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Drink water, not pop. I agree. Sell her shit while she's out. That is not a great advice. Like, I mean, I totally get why you would. The reason why I don't think that's a great advice is that will cause a lot of fighting. Can you contact your dad or his parents? Yeah, this sucks, man. I'm sorry. Man, this is a rough subreddit. Let's see what else we got. I hope everyone on the subreddit lives great lives after all of this. All right, the title of this is, quote, "My son is really upset. Well, too bad. The cat is going to an indoor-only home, and it's not yours." Oh, what the hell? All right. This is intriguing me because I am a cat dad. We've been trying to rehome a friendly stray cat. A friendly stray cat to an indoor-only home due to safety concerns, coyotes, busy roads, and a highway. A neighbor showed interest but kept bringing up how her 2-year-old is attached to the cat while refusing to commit to keeping him indoors. Okay. When I explained the cat needed to stay indoors, he said things like, 1, we'll try to keep him safe if he likes it. Or we'll try to keep him in if he likes it. And then 2, we'll probably let him be indoor, outdoor, just bring him in at night. And then 3, my 2-year-old loves him and we've been feeding him for months, so have a lot of other neighbors. I kept telling her that the cat needed to be indoor only, but she wouldn't commit and was incredibly pushy, so I reluctantly gave in. After spotting more coyotes around, I had a change of heart and decided to rehome the cat with someone who could actually keep him safe, and when I told her, she completely lost it. The person said, wow, okay, that really wasn't your decision to make. You agreed and then went back behind our back. My son is extremely upset. We would have kept him indoors if that's what he wanted. I'm so disappointed in how this was handled. Ooh, that's tough because, I mean, this is a tough case because, one, cats are very 50-50. Like, yeah, my cats want to go outside a lot, like Sora does. Speaking of, they're like literally right there. I don't know if you can see those two little gray thingies blending in. They're like camouflage with my bed. But Sora loves going outside. Now, realistically, if I left him outside, it would not be good for his benefit. He loves going outside, and he's pretty, like, tamed. He walks around me, so, like, I'm not, like, too worried about him running off. But problem is, if I actually left him outside, 1, he could run off. 2, it is kind of dangerous because on the side of my house, I have, like, barbed wire, or I don't. Someone put barbed wiring against the sound barrier, and so, like, I mean, dude could get hurt, and there are a lot of other, like, stray cats around. It could get fucked up. It could be a lot of things, you know. And I personally, as a cat dad, will not allow my cats to be outdoor cats because they don't live as long and they can develop diseases, a lot of things, honestly. And so I totally understand why this person wants it to be an indoor only cat. I do think that they fucked up by even allowing the other person to get the cat to start with. They could have just, you know, once they found out that the temporary owners wanted them to be outdoor, you should have been like, nah, that's not gonna be it. But let's see what happens. I don't give a flying fuck about her 2-year-old son's attachment to the stray cat. This neighbor is fucking exhausting. Okay, brother. Wow, that's intense. Okay, let's see. Edit. I responded with the following, and then she blocked me, lol. We asked multiple times if you'd commit, they said, we'd asked multiple times if you commit to keeping the cats indoor only, and you didn't, as shown in the screenshot. You implied he'd be indoor-outdoor, which isn't safe with coyote sightings. Yeah, that's another thing. Transitioning a stray to indoor requires dedication. This decision was about the cat's safety, not about your toddler's attachment. Also, when we were initially talking, nobody was in possession of the cat. The entitled parent / neighbor said regardless, they were going to let the cat into their home. Ended up finding and housing the cat first. The coyotes were recent after the initial convo, and we did try to reach out to see if they'd changed their mind on the indoor-outdoor situation, but they didn't. I mean, yeah, see, as a cat owner, you did the right thing. You saved the cat's life. I mean, it is definitely an entitled parent situation because they're deeming like, oh my God, my 2-year-old son loved that cat. I mean, in my eyes, just get another cat, dude. If you're having trouble securing this cat, brother, do you think your 2-year-old son will remember that cat? He's 2 years old. You get him another cat, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, this is the same cat, right?" And you're like, "Yeah, totally." And then the 2-year-old's not gonna even remember until he's like 5, anyways. So, I mean, is it really that serious? Also, like, it's a cat. Again, like, in their situation, if you want an indoor-outdoor cat, go get one. But, like, it's gonna be tough in certain areas if there is coyotes prevalent, to rescue an outdoor cat unless they're already a stray. Yeah, but man, that's gnarly. People are entitled, man. Yeah, let's see what else we got. This one seems funny. The title is "My Mom is Still My Frenemy Even Though I'm a Grown Adult." This has always been such a weird thing, but I'm 25. My relationship with my mom, I'm guessing the British because mum, that's such a weird word. My relationship with my mom feels like a friendship with a girl in high school who is slightly more popular than you and likes to remind you of it, by being selectively nice to you on some days and mean to you on others. Dude, I've seen people like this, like to their kids. Wow. It's like parents that are still somewhat immature. They aren't able to like be a real parent, and they do deem their kid as just like a friend, which is like, yeah, that sounds nice in theory, but not really, because you're their parent and they need you. I've never really been able to put my finger on it, but when it comes to my mother, it's such a strange relationship. Sometimes she'll be excessively kind and generous and supportive, buys me random presents, rearranges my closet, spends tons of monies on things, and I could have easily afforded on my own. Oh, that's nice. And then there are days where she'll put me down pretty much on purpose. Okay, so it sounds like she's manipulative. It sounds like a manipulative person who probably has some form of trauma themselves, and yeah, they have a very bipolar-ish tendency, flip flop. Yeah, but again, I'm not a therapist, and I'm literally the dumbest person ever, so I could be wrong. A high schoolish pattern I notice very often is that she'll say she does not like an item of clothing I'm wearing, and then the very next day she'll have bought the same. Wow, that is very childish, bro. What? I also noticed that she rarely gives me space to speak when we are out with family or as a family. She'll talk over me mid-sentence. Okay, my mom does that too, but like she has a habit of just doing that because she's like really loud and talkative. So, I mean, I can kind of relate with that one. She's excessively vulnerable and likes to be seen only in a positive light. I once took a picture of her sleeping, and she went nuts over it. Why'd you take a picture of her sleeping? Well, I guess it could be funny. And went nuts over it, even though I did not share it with anyone. There's literally a picture of me in our living room that I have begged her to take down for 15 years. Yeah, she sounds like a child, dude. She sounds like an older sister. Yeah, that's literally what this is. She's just an older sister. She's not even your mom, which is crazy. She also very noticeably favors my brother. Oh, wow, so there's a sibling in this, which is annoying because I wish she had the decency to hide it. And then she complains when I say I want to move to the other side of the world because it is far. When I used to live 1 hour away, she only visited me once in 3 years. That's crazy. I once considered cutting her out of my life permanently after she pulled a tantrum. What, she pulled a tantrum? While staying over at my apartment, and her sister texted me to grow up and start appreciating everything she does for me. Do you know any books or resources I could look into to get some closure from this high school nonsense? Honestly, my biggest recommendation is therapy. I know, that's so weird and hypocritical for me to say as someone who isn't in therapy right now, but this sounds like definitely a therapy situation. You probably can't get your mom in it, but it will probably help you in terms of if you find a good therapist, at least they'll get you into ease. Therapy is not cheap either, so I get it, but it could help you a lot handling this and dealing with this, especially because you're 25. You're at a very big transition point in your life. You're about my age, a little younger than me, but yeah, man, that sounds gnarly. It doesn't sound like the worst situation, but it sounds like a really tough one because it sounds like you have an older sister who never was a mom to you. They just treated you like an older sister, and that's not really cool. And also, my older sister is cool, so that's kind of crazy that this person sucks. Why is it always moms? This is the third mom one we're about to read, but let's get into it. That's weird because my mom's sick, which is fucked up that I said that. Okay, you know what? I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm sure everybody's moms, or majority of you guys, are sick, except for these people. All right, so the title here is saying, entitled mother steals from a child with cancer. No fucking way. Stealing from a kid with cancer? Dude, that sounds like that doesn't sound like it. It is an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is insane. All right. I know this title sounds bad because it is. My mother is not a very nice person, just to say the least. She is a lazy person who doesn't like to work and can never stay in one job or one house or keep one car. Okay, so this sounds like a very unstable person. She is habitually homeless. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm sorry, man. Having a mother like that sounds very rough. Thankfully, I live with my dad now, but I still had to live with her for 14 years and deal with the crap that she put me through. Man, that sucks. I'm so sorry. It really, this kind of subreddit really gives me perspective. And although it is very negative to read, it is nice to, just be grounded in a sense of seeing how many people have it so much rougher than me. And I should never take my shit for granted because my family is really fucking cool. And I hope that these people have a better trajectory with the rest of their lives. But I will, one more thing. I will say, the classic little cliche, with a lot of pressure comes diamonds and stuff like that. And, that's kind of somewhat true. A lot of these people who with a lot of problems like this, it could mold them into the motivation and the situation where they just want to get out so bad that they do gain that success in the future. I mean, at least I'm a hopeful person, so we'll see. Here are some of her scams that she has pulled. All right, let's see. This is gonna be tough. Scammer. What are we talking about? Jake Paul and Logan? I said Jake. More like Logan. Oh, well, both of them with the mic fight. All right. When I was 6, she made me do Shave for the Brave and raise money for a kid who had cancer. She raised over $500 on Facebook for this kid and his family. She kept all the money of the fundraiser. Holy shit, that is fucked up. What? Also, for anyone who is wondering, the kid is someone who I knew as a baby. Thankfully, he is okay and recovered from the cancer. Okay, thank God. All right. The last time I spoke to him a few years ago, he was doing great. Cool. All right. But still, that's insane. Raising money for a kid that you know and then just keeping it is insane. She organized a basketball camp in our hometown for kids. She took registration fees from parents, then canceled the event and kept all the money, leaving 20 to 30 people without their $200 each. Dude, that's like $2,000 or $4,000. Okay, I see why they're homeless, because she is doing crazy stuff like this. When she faced backlash, she used the money to take her and her friends to Vegas for a month where she drank and played casino. Yeah, she sounds like a terrible person. Sorry, bro. She kept asking for money from my grandparents, and then when they cut her off, she threatened to keep me and then my sisters from them unless they gave her money. Wow. Yeah, this just sounds like a person who is addicted to a lifestyle of just so like instability. And like, I'm sure she went through something that caused this, or maybe she was born this way. Who knows? Maybe it's Maybelline. Not just playing. But this is insane. I'm really sorry to hear this. She stole $400 out of my wallet for groceries. The money was for my birthday money or from my birthday money and from various family members. She said it was for the groceries, and when I noticed it was missing, there was no groceries, but there was a few bottles of wine that she has spent the next few days drinking in the garage. Damn, she spent $400 on a few bottles of wine? That's pretty insane. She would call into restaurants like McDonald's and say that she had her order wrong and she didn't order anything, just to go back and get a free meal. So that sums up her as a person. And also she also wonders why I don't talk to her. One positive of all of this is it sounds like the person who, the OP of this, the poster, has a good head on his shoulders to acknowledge all of this, to realize it's all wrong, because we often see a lot of times people following into their parents' footsteps if they were raised a certain way to be scammers, things like that. I literally just watched Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, and that was like a similar case. So like, I'm glad that this person seems like he realizes what's right and wrong morally, at least. And yeah, so that's the one silver lining, I guess. I'm pleased that you got away from her. She sounds awful. I'm so sorry you had to live with her and deal with her scams. I hope that your dad things are much better. Yep. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And you know what? If you're listening to this video and you're going through something with like shitty parents, I'm really sorry. Just know that life is good and can get better in almost every single situation. Like, if you just really push through and figure out, man, I'm really sorry. I don't even know, because like I've had some friends of mine who had tough parents, but like once they got old enough to just get the fuck out of there and get out of the house, things are a lot better. You figure out how to live without parents. And sometimes, I've met some really great people who didn't have parents around, and yeah, they've definitely had some insane traumas, but without trauma, you're not a boring person. Without trauma, you're a boring person. Have you guys ever met someone who's never had any struggle? They usually suck. So that's the one benefit that we as people who do struggle get out of this. I don't struggle in the sense of like parenting, but I have my own ordeal, of course. And yeah, anyways, I hope that everyone watching this video has a great day, a great week, and also a better trajectory in the future of their lives, Yeah, that was a gnarly one to read. I am going to watch a comedy after this to cheer myself up. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you if you guys watched this video. That was a interesting one. really like that was so much more insightful for me than it was like entertaining or anything. So I like reading subreddits like this. I like reading almost all subreddits. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below what I should read next. Probably do some more tattoo videos, some more bad tattoos, some more nice guys. You guys know the deal. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.